he hit homeboy dead in his chest. Dead in his chest. And it popped off of his vest and ricocheted through his neck.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. The suspect in the killing of Charlie Kirk has been identified as Tyler Robinson and is being held without bail in a Utah jail on several charges. Just 2 days after the conservative activist's stunning assassination, his wife vowed tonight to continue his movement, including the fall campus tour, saying it will be greater than ever. Authorities have pointed to what they described as anti-fascist messages engraved on bullet casings in a rifle found near the scene as potential evidence of a political motive.
Building, y'all know the vibes. Queen's finest. You already know what time it is when gang is here. What episode is this?
860.
Welcome to episode 860, brought to you by, fueled by, powered by Prize Picks. Prize Picks here.
Yep.
I'm your humble, grateful, gracious, happy to be here. Host, really comfy host, Joe Budden here with a few really amazing people. Flip is here, Mark Lamont Hill is here, Ish is here, Ice is here, Parks is here, Poe is here, Corey is here, Erickson is here, Tanner and Savannah here by remote. Last but certainly not least, each and every one of you guys are here. What's poppin'? How's everybody doing?
What's up? Feeling great, man.
How we doing?
We doing good, boy. I'm great.
Let's go. All right. That is my intro. Tossing it to Mark.
Mark Lamont Hill, doctor.
Take it away.
Mark Lamont Hill.
Well, I got an update for
Solve
y'all.
racism.
That's easy. That's easy. That's over already. But I got an update for y'all. Charlie Kirk's killer has been found.
His dad ratted.
Of course he did. His dad was a cop.
His dad ratted.
Oh, shit.
His dad was a sheriff.
Oh.
And more importantly, this is my favorite part of this, and I find no joy in the fact that Charlie Kirk is dead. But Tyler Robinson, the person who killed him, is a 22-year-old, straight, heterosexual, cisgendered, Christian male from Utah, conservative family.
White.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You need to be said.
You forgot about that part.
Thank you. That's a great one. White.
Yeah.
Families registered Republicans. He's not registered, but family registered Republicans. Dad's a sheriff. I'm just saying, this is a dream for the left, and because what happens is everybody for the last 3 days on TV been saying, you know, it's one of those crazy liberals, it's those crazy trans people, it's the blacks that killed him, it's the Democrats that killed him. Nope, wasn't none of them. It was one of y'all that killed him, and that makes me relieved. I'm not happy, but relieved.
I see what you said.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
I just looked at his Facebook page, by the way. You know who he was for Halloween?
Who?
Donald Trump.
Oh, so you just ecstatic?
Know who was? The killer.
The alleged shooter.
Tyler Robinson.
Yeah, and not like clowning Donald Trump, like he's a Trumper.
Oh,
Got it.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. He is a hardcore right winger. He doesn't like Charlie Kirk for whatever reason, but
Too early for my conspiracy theories.
Word. Oh, that's why I keep saying alleged.
I'm waiting for the second hour at least,
that's fair.
but I'm getting them out. Let's update the people.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, you started with they caught the dude and didn't tell him who died.
So Charlie Kirk, a few days ago, was murdered while giving a speech in Utah.
And to the people like me who are not necessarily familiar who that was,
And me.
he was a podcaster, right?
Podcaster, right-wing commentator, troublemaker, pundit, all the things.
Young kid, right?
Very young.
College debater.
College
kid debater.
Yeah.
He was young?
In general,
He was
31.
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga look old as hell.
Yeah. Hate to do that to you.
No,
White
he's like
people.
bananas, man.
Well, so Charlie Kirk was in fact invited to a college campus by a right wing student group. They brought him. He spoke. He was shot in the neck from 200 feet away.
He wasn't shot in his neck. Like, let's stay here for a second.
Yeah.
Because, and again, I am not an expert shooter. When I came in here and said that homeboy that tried to shoot Donald Trump in the ear was a good shot, or you gun expert dudes popped up, oh, anybody with some training can do that. Well, I'm going to say it again. This dude was a good shot.
Yeah.
That bullet, Charlie Kirk had a vest on. I watched the slow motion 9 million times. And he hit homeboy dead in his chest. Dead in his chest. And it popped off of his vest and ricocheted through his neck.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. That's what happened.
Wow.
He
I didn't
look
watch
like
the
he hit
video.
him
I don't
here.
like seeing that.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
want
he
to
hit
see
him
it.
dead in his chest.
That's what everybody said. The neck. I'm like, I saw it. It looked like,
And it
I
bounced
see, but
off
the
the
bullet went
vest
through his neck.
and
I
went
see.
through his neck.
I see. I didn't watch. I don't like to watch that kind of stuff, but
I didn't know that.
yeah. And you know, I got a million phone calls when it happened. Charlie Kirk's been shot, and before before long, I mean, I got the note that he was dead, and the country's been up in arms ever since.
Yeah.
A lot of strong feelings about it. A lot of people celebrating it. A lot of people devastated. I saw Candace Owens saying that I lost my best friend today. I saw other people say, thank God, like ding dong, the witch is dead. That kind of energy. I don't have that energy. That's not my perspective on it. I think it's okay to be like, Charlie Kirk is dead, I don't care. I think it's okay to be like, Charlie Kirk is dead, fuck that guy, right? I think when you live in the public and you do what he did for a living, all bets are off. But the murder of him is the thing that I refuse to celebrate, nor do I want to condone. Political violence is always an issue. It's always a problem. And we don't want to create a society or normalize a society, because we already created one, where you can be killed for what you believe or what you think, even though I think what he believed was deplorable, even though I think he's a piece of shit, even though it's like the Hulk Hogan thing. I think it's totally okay to be like, Charlie Kirk wasn't shit. Charlie Kirk personally put me on the professor's watch list. He named me as one of America's most dangerous professors.
Really?
So, because there's something circulating right now with a young black female professor saying that she was on this watch list.
Yeah, Brittany Cooper, I think, said that, who's a dear friend of mine.
So you also were on this?
Yeah, I'm on that list.
This is a real thing.
Yeah, it's a website.
What is the professor's watch list?
The idea is to take, it's mostly black and brown people, but to take professors who they say have dangerous ideas and who shouldn't be trusted. It encourages universities to fire us. It encourages other people not to bring us in to speak. And frankly, it encourages harassment. It encourages doxing.
Was he on this list?
And no, he's not a professor.
Cool.
He,
okay.
Yeah.
You have to be a professor.
Yeah, and it's his list. He created the list.
Oh.
Yeah. So he basically said, I'm going to warn you all.
Anyone combating white supremacist views and theories.
Right.
Okay.
He took the mantle from like David Horowitz, who used to do it. David Horowitz was the first person who put me on the list. And these are like, he died this year too, of natural causes. Lived way too long. But all of this is part of an environment and a culture that we have right now. And I don't, even though I think, again, I hated what Charlie Kirk stood for, I don't want him to be murdered. That said, let's not turn him into a saint. Let's not turn him into a martyr. He did create energy. He created a context for this. He's the one who encourages people to track people down. His words, his actions encourages people to threaten people. And he himself didn't talk against gun violence. He did quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Did quite the opposite.
He was like Second Amendment. Sometimes people gonna die.
No, he said, sometimes a few people getting killed is what we need.
Right.
I have a bunch of clips saved from him, none of which I'm going to play because I wouldn't. That's not what this
I wouldn't even want
broadcast
that on
does.
my phone.
Right.
Or ears.
But I do want the people out there who are out here sort of martyring him, going to the other extreme, to understand Charlie Kirk didn't fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk hated black people.
Yes.
He thought black women were dumb. This is the dude that says if I get on a pilot, if I get an airline,
and the pilot is black, I'm second guessing being on the plane.
Exactly. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. He said everything: anti-trans, anti-gay, anti-black,
Anti-Muslim,
anti-Semitic, pro-Israel. That's often the combo that we see.
Gaza, yeah.
I think sometimes in the it's okay to hear both sides, and he shouldn't be killed for his thoughts.
Yeah.
World that we kind of live in, and a lot of podcasters, frankly, have lived in. I watched Rogan and Charlie Sheen talk about it. You're absolutely right. You should not be killed for your beliefs. However, it's not like his beliefs were, I think that billionaires should be taxed less.
Right.
Or
more. Right.
Even, I believe, the Second Amendment. Like, he had, like, pretty radical racist theories and speech patterns. So,
bro, it's hate speech.
yeah.
That's it.
Like,
And that's my point. If you traffic in hate, things like this are going to happen. I just don't want us to encourage it, because one, that ball's going to bounce back.
I'm with you on this, by the way.
Yeah, and I know you are. I know you are. Jesse Waters from Fox News, as soon as this happened, jumped on and said, we have to avenge his death.
Oh, well, no, that was the talk.
Oh, no, that's the talk from the Republican Party.
Before they even caught Homeboy, they turned this into a political thing. They made him a martyr. They made the announcement, we're lowering the flags to half.
Which is crazy. Even the Yankees shouted him out on Twitter yesterday.
Right.
It's like, let's not forget who this person was. If Minister Farrakhan, God forbid, were to pass away tomorrow, I promise you,
none of this empathy would be
the Chicago White Sox are not lowering flags, right? If people have strong beliefs that you agree or disagree with, engage it in the public square. But when the state gets involved, when you got the White House, you got corporate America acting now like Charlie Kirk was Martin Luther King.
Right.
Well, apparently he played a large role in Trump's election.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a young podcaster, I guess. So he was probably
He's a strong voice.
He's an
he was-
influencer.
influenced probably a lot of young people to follow some of these beliefs and ideologies.
I didn't know who dude was. He's not in my hemisphere. It didn't take me long to find out who he was.
Right. Same. And I recognized once I saw some of the clips, I was like,
Oh yeah,
I do.
Right. You didn't know he was that guy.
Yeah,
Right.
I've seen him
I
before.
had no idea who he was
Yeah, I've seen him
either.
before.
South Park just spoofed him 2 episodes ago.
Oh, really?
It was a big thing when that happened. I'm like, who the hell? So that's when
And they've taken that episode
they
down.
pulled that episode.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, they pulled
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. People are, it's getting real funky. And then the last piece of it for me is the political violence language, right? Because whenever people like somebody and that person dies, they start calling it political violence. And it is, right? If you're killed or attacked or assaulted to advance a political agenda or a political message, that is political violence. I agree. What happened to Charlie Kirk was political violence. But let's not act like it's only political violence when Charlie Kirk gets killed. People have watched protesters get killed.
Yeah.
People have watched protesters get murdered. People have watched an entire genocide in Gaza. That's all political violence. What happens in Black Lives Matter in the streets, what happens to black people who are protesting the death penalty or workers' rights, that is political violence. All state violence is political violence, and yet somehow we can only muster that language when we're talking about Charlie Kirk.
Is Luigi's murder political violence?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm
Shit,
about
I
to
think
ask you, why is that him getting shot political violence? Because if he was allegedly shot for an agenda, whose agenda was it? Because the individual that shot him is aligned, his family is aligned, he is aligned in his ideals and principles with this specific person.
I do think it's a little early to call it political violence, by the way.
Yeah, that's my
until we
thing.
know
Like, I don't
until
think
we
that.
know the details. It looks like political violence, absolutely.
because
I mean,
he's a political pundit, that don't mean he got shot over a political in violence.
I mean, most people don't get sniped from 200 feet while giving a speech, and it's
It was
not
more than 200 feet.
Or
200 yards.
200 yards, excuse me, 20 yards,
Okay.
and it's not. But
600 feet.
I agree with both of you. It could not be. According to the reports that have come in as recently as a few minutes ago, though, the shooter said that he didn't like Charlie Kirk because they thought he was fascist in his beliefs.
Okay.
So that's where the political
That's
piece
true.
comes
Got
in.
it.
Yeah, I got you.
But
Conspiracy brain me say something totally different. But
I want to hear conspiracy
of course,
brain.
Of course.
You said
I mean, we see you get somebody in your
there's politics
to do
in-
it.
Isn't there violence in politics?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oftentimes, yeah.
yeah.
There shouldn't be, but there is oftentimes.
No, it's got to
You
be.
get an infiltrator. You get somebody that's in.
I see. To make it look a different way.
Yeah.
Yo, nobody can convince me that them dudes behind him were not doing signals.
I haven't watched the video, so you'll have to.
A lot of people are saying that they saw the hand signals behind. I didn't.
Air, the pull of the air.
Nobody can convince me of it. I wasn't on board when it was just the one person behind him doing it. Then I got the wide view. It wasn't just him. There were multiple people standing behind him doing shit that was obviously cues.
But they could be cues to their own internal.
Yeah.
They could have been his bodyguards giving signals to his bodyguards in the crowd about something completely unrelated.
Maybe. I'm not going to buy that because if this dude was that important, the dude that's on the roof is never hidden that well. Like there were videos that, hey, somebody's up there. Like if this dude was really that important, whoever was there to secure him should have secured him, should have checked the premises. They should have did all the shit that they did for Trump after the ear thing, which was, and also if you are a public speaker like that, they got to put you in the bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
They got to put you in the bulletproof glass. We interrupt the shooting at the college campus to report about the high school shooting. That wasn't
Fucking crazy.
That was
Right.
a real American ass day.
That really was
about
the two students in Denver who were shot. Fortunately, they weren't killed, but
Think about that.
that's crazy. It's also crazy that for 3 days this has been the biggest story in America. It's all they talk about. And I mean, I know people don't care about global politics, but Israel bombed Qatar. They killed 5 people, which was an extraordinary act of political violence. We saw a school shooting in Denver. We saw violence. I mean, I could name 10 other things that happened. I just can't believe that this is the only story we're talking about. And I know why they're talking about it, because people are afraid if you traffic in ideas, you're afraid that if people start getting killed for their ideas, the whole thing can fall off track.
And you're essentially
And not
dealing
just
with
that, he's popular.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's almost the death of a
That's
celebrity.
fair. Yeah, it might
to
be
some level.
Yeah. It might be that simple because two Democrats were shot. What, 2 months ago?
Not
The
to- and
woman
then-
and-
wasn't even
one
6
of-
months ago.
Yeah.
One of them got shot in their house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no
Not a
coverage.
peep.
Not
Not
a
a
peep.
peep. And again, the writer's like, oh my God, this can't happen. It's like, this always happens. Y'all just only care when it happens to y'all. Flip, let me ask you something though, because people online have been tagging me about you.
Yeah.
and I ain't responding to that. But I said when we see each other, I want to hear what you were saying. You tweeted about it,
Yeah.
and some people didn't like your response. What did you tweet, and why did you do it?
Basically, I was just saying that in a nutshell, because I don't remember the tweet, but I'm not as desensitized as everybody else is. All I saw was a man get shot in his neck. I didn't know too much about him. I saw it, and I saw people celebrating. And I was just saying that to celebrate a man getting shot in his neck like that, what happened to us as a people? That's all I was saying. I didn't know. Then I did research after to see what he stood for, what he was talking about when it came to black people and black women. I read the airplane bit that he said, or not bit, but about the airplane walking off. Still, I'm not desensitized like that. When I saw that,
Talking about him being a father too.
a father, a husband. I'm just saying, like, his children have to watch that and stuff like that. So that's all I was saying. Not about the person. I just didn't want to see somebody getting shot in the neck and people celebrating somebody getting shot in the neck.
I think that's fair.
That was my only stance. I don't stand up or stand with what he believes in. I don't stand up for. I don't give a fuck about him. It's just that particular part.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm not celebrating death.
Me either.
Me either.
That's not who I am.
But real quick,
I see a lot of people saying, hey, why y'all give a fuck about his kids? He ain't give a fuck about you. Why y'all give a fuck about him? He ain't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I just don't celebrate death. That's across the board.
I agree with that.
I got a few exceptions, but yeah.
Somebody wrote something and they said that Mark said the same thing. Not like how I said it. Mark said the same thing what Flip said, but I think it's the messenger, right? I think that how I said it, like when you said you add a lot of caveats and you add a lot more details and you explain yourself well. To me, when I said it, it seemed like I was attacking people, but I wasn't. I'm just saying, like, we have to look at ourselves while we celebrating this. That's all.
It's almost like you have to stipulate that he ain't shit before you say, I don't want him to get killed. And if you don't do that, then people think you are defending him or supporting him.
Exactly.
And that's...
See, I'm not even, but it's, well, for me, I'm not saying I don't want him to get killed. I'm just saying I don't celebrate death.
Yeah.
That my spirituality won't let me go to bed. My paranoia, there's a list of things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to go to bed at night if I were happy about death.
But I know
that's what makes me. And I don't make other people's feelings, actions, and sentiments don't dictate mine.
Facts.
Yeah.
True. Like, I'm not happy that he passed away. I ain't lose no sleep.
Right. I think that's okay
I
too.
slept like a baby.
Not a wink.
I slept like a baby.
And when you start going back and you hear him talk about George Floyd, when you hear him saying black women,
And lying about George
black
Floyd.
women don't have a mental capacity to be taken seriously, shit like that, it's like, yo, my nigga, what you put out into the universe, I really believe this. It's cyclical and it's coming back.
Yeah.
I just believe
Power
that.
of manifestation,
Yeah,
words,
I just
all that
believe
shit.
that. I believe in what you throw out comes back. And sometimes if you're an amazing person, you're blessed beyond measure. And sometimes if you're a piece of shit, whether you get it when you're older or you get it when you're younger, it's coming back to you. And I believe that.
Yo, listen, Ish, we love somebody, Mark, who speaks against a lot of things, right? And I wouldn't want to put that in the universe if something happened to our brother because of his political
1,000%.
views. So I don't want to put that out there in the universe and celebrate that. It's somebody, and I stand with Mark and what he believes in. It's not radical like this man, but there's some people out there, when you read about Mark's history.
Not radical.
I'm pretty radical.
It's not radical to us.
I'm just on the other side.
Yes,
Yeah.
pardon me. Yes.
It's not hateful. I
it's
think
not
it's a
hate
difference.
But
speech.
but hold on, there's some people out there. They got a whole Mark file.
I haven't seen the Mark 5.
It's not. I
Charlie
don't.
Kirk made it. Shit.
You got a deep dive.
Really fuck that guy.
Mark did some shit, yo.
I don't think it's fair to even play with
Put them
Mark
in the
like
same-
this.
yeah, in the
same- I'm not-
while we talking about this.
I got you, but I'm not
I
putting
agree
them in the
with
same. But what I'm saying
I
is that
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I told Mark sit his little hot ass down when he first took this job. He want to go to all these campuses.
yeah, no, I love Mark. Mark is my brother, so I don't, and I'm happy that he's here to explain what I mean. I just don't want to put that in the universe or somebody with their views and shit like that. But I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. So that's it. I mean, we'll see how this plays out.
What they do?
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you want me to?
come on.
Go ahead.
We're not playing outstanding.
What they do?
You've been in your bag lately. You know that. You know what bag you been
Don't
in.
start your shit with me.
What they do?
I'm just saying, we never spoke about dude on this broadcast before. I barely knew who the fuck he was. Just because they pumping him up don't mean I got to sit here. And, you know what I mean?
I agree.
yeah.
That's it.
Sorry. I'm with Ish. The tongue is powerful. Pause.
That was the wildest sentence.
But it is powerful.
The tongue is powerful.
Yeah.
Words have meaning,
Yes.
and them shits will come back. Like you said, the ball bounces back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm careful in just what I say.
Yeah.
Homeboy though. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, man.
That's all you got for us, Mark?
That's all I got for y'all, man. That's all I got for y'all, man. I just want to. I'm glad we did the Charlie Kirk thing. I'm glad it was your idea. And I'm not being sarcastic. When I came in, Joe literally was like, "We gotta get on the Charlie Kirk thing." I'm saying that because sometimes the audience thinks that you like I have to pressure you to do serious stuff or pressure you to talk about important stuff. I want to be clear. You very much want to have this conversation and that you think it's important.
Shut up. Fucking audience.
I'm trying to support you, motherfucker.
Oh shit, we ain't even got a board.
Not at all. Not at all.
We got a
He was so mad about the couch that we just got ready.
Yeah, this
Y'all
shit
mad
is
about that.
gone.
This shit mad.
Flush.
Yeah, niggas all gonna spin back though.
Yo, dog.
They gonna spin back. What?
What do you think?
He's conspiracy theorist. He think that,
Who gonna spin back?
yeah, he think the Republicans sent them.
Listen, who gonna if quote unquote they gonna spin back, and if all things are true across the board, who they gonna spin back to?
Do you think he was intentionally
The
made?
truth. I don't think the truth matters right now as much as you think it does.
I know because
I think they got the assailant. They're gonna make him trans. They're gonna make him anti-Christian. They're gonna make him. They're gonna make
Something that
the
justifies
guy.
they gonna find something in his book bag
For
in the
sure.
in the bottom of his clset that has a Democratic
Or they're going to lone wolf
insignia.
him.
Get a blue necktie.
They also
Yeah,
might
right.
lone wolf him or mental health him.
Yeah, they
But
gonna,
even if you lone wolf him or mental health him,
Who's the
it
spin
takes
back?
the blame off.
Right.
Yeah.
no, they gonna. This is
gonna tie him to
the
something.
left's fault, no matter what.
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Oh, it's going to be
I agree.
Antifa, actually. It's pretty easy to find.
Yeah, that's gonna be the
Yeah.
argument. That's
Yeah.
gonna be the argument. And a lot of times these political assassinations, political deaths happen in waves. Unfortunately, I mean, if you think about the 1960s, for example, I mean, if you just think about Kennedy dies, 63. Malcolm dies in 65. You got King in 68. I mean, you forget you got Robert Kennedy. You got Medgar Evers. I mean, we could over this decade, lots of things happen, and even and sometimes people were angry and retaliating for things that their side did, and so. And when you have the government involvement, to your point, Ice, where governments sometimes make it look like one person did it to stir up drama.
Misdirection.
Now suddenly you got people fighting and having the firing squad in a circle. So the right wants revenge right now. And they wanted it more when they thought it was quote unquote us doing it.
Right.
But I don't think the bloodlust goes away because this one kid happens to have a Republican
Yeah, I agree.
family. I think it's quite possible that there's still like somebody's got to pay for this.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be y'all.
Right, exactly. And that's why I think a lot of prominent speakers and a lot of prominent political pundits right now are saying, don't do that, y'all. Even on my side of the aisle, like everybody calm down because we're on the other side of this. That MSNBC fired Matthew Dowd. Did y'all see that?
I saw that, yeah.
I think that was another important thing. I actually want to know what y'all thought about that. For those that don't know, Matthew Dowd is a very prominent political pundit, commentator, political strategist, has been really influential in major Democratic campaigns. He was an MSNBC political contributor. And
I didn't think what he said was so crazy. He told the truth, but you can't tell the truth depending on what network you work for.
What did he say?
Depending on what you
He
stand for.
said that Homeboy was divisive and a bunch of things that related to him being divisive.
Okay.
Basically what we just said up here, it's very similar to what Ish just said and what Joe just said, right? Which is you put a certain thing out in the world, you can't be shocked when it comes back. He didn't like dance on his grave.
Right.
He may have two-stepped a little bit, but he was kind of like you put this shit out, comes back. The next day, Rebecca Cutler, who's the president of MSNBC, or the head, I don't know her exact role. Yeah, I think president of MSNBC.
Okay.
Fired him. Totally coincidental. Rebecca Cutler's the person who fired me at CNN. Total coincidence, I'm sure. But Rebecca fired him for that commentary, saying it was insensitive. And this is a left-wing network or a liberal network. So
Hypothetically, a lot of things that we thought or look at as liberal networks have been a little.
No, but the liberal networks be the pussies.
That's true.
Because the right wing networks, you can say
go
whatever
crazy.
the fuck you want to say, and they gonna back up theirs. They not gonna fire nobody. They gonna stand and ride. The liberal networks be like, you can't do that, guys. We gotta take
might
the
offend
high
someone.
road. Yeah,
Someone might be
We gotta
upset.
take the high road, and whereas Fox News be like, yo, kill them all, sort them out later. Like they don't give a fuck.
right, when you protest, they'd be like, suck a dick.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So
That's what's funny. Historically, right, they look at the liberals as the pussies, but they putting all the violence on the liberals, right?
Or when
I'm so
when,
glad I'm not in politics.
me either.
Word.
Me either.
And I mean, if when I'm home alone in deep thought in my room, maybe we are in politics.
I mean, it plays a part in all of
Because
our
it
lives.
affects us.
Yeah, it plays
Yeah,
a
of
part.
course.
But I ain't give a. I don't.
I like a nice break from it.
Charlie.
I mean, they're all friends. Is the like?
Yeah.
We the people get so left, right, blue, red, and they're all fucking buddies.
A lot of
And
them. I think that divide is growing too.
If y'all found yourselves related but unrelated, if y'all found yourselves having killed somebody, do you tell your parents? Like, would you tell your dad?
No,
No.
I wouldn't tell
Probably
my mom.
not. No, I probably wouldn't. I would try to tell nobody.
If I had a close relationship with my father, I would, but I wouldn't tell my mother.
I wouldn't.
My dad was different. My dad would have told.
Your dad would have
He
told.
would have told.
Yeah.
Like-
He was straight as an arrow. Not because, yeah.
Like my godfather, I would tell him. And he'd be like, "Yo, what we doing?"
You kind of can't tell anybody you love because
That could implicate them in
It
some
would
shit.
implicate them, and they would go to jail.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell
my
a soul.
godfather, like, "Yo, what you gonna do?"
I might tell my
We
mom.
gotta do that.
There's some parents that help you hide the body.
Word.
Yeah. My mom would be more of the, like, she wouldn't help me hide the body, but she would go to her grave protecting me. You know what I mean? Whereas my dad would be like, I'd like to report an incident. Like, nigga, they nasty. No one said anything.
Yo,
Dad.
what's your father ethnicity?
He was black.
Oh.
He's from Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He spoke with a very proper, educated Georgia accent.
Did he respect the fact that you was a Mason and stuff like that? He knew that?
Mason.
I said I was amazing.
Yeah, not that he's a Mason.
But you a Mason. You said, I heard you were a Mason.
Key.
It don't matter.
If I were, I would keep the secret sacred and the sacred secret, my brother.
Got it. Okay.
But my father was a Mason.
Oh.
My father was a Mason. I read that somewhere.
On to another Charlie.
This boy here.
Yeah, on another one.
Yo, I know I wouldn't tell if I had killed somebody.
Word.
Decent guy.
I know I wouldn't tell if I just felt like going to Dunkin' Donuts. Getting a donut, some coffee.
If I had a cramp in my foot,
Who you want to tell, nigga? As soon as the mic come on, where you get that glaze from, boy?
yo, chocolate cream, boy.
What's in your pocket there, boy?
I'm afraid you about that cruller.
Come on, Ice. We about to talk about Charlie Wilson. Let's do it.
Charlie Sheen, nigga. Charlie
Oh
Wilson.
shit, another Charlie.
Oh, we was going to Charlie Wilson.
We was on
not Charlie Sheen.
We was on Charlie Wilson.
I thought Charlie Wilson.
What happened
We
with
was on
Charlie Wilson?
What Charlie Sheen did, Flip?
Well, you want to talk about Charlie Sheen?
There was a
doc-
Charlie
the doc-
Sheen doc.
the
He
doc-
did
the
come
doc-
out.
got
it. Okay.
Oh, we talked about the last episode before you. Yeah, we talked about the last episode. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, we talking about Charlie Wilson because the concert was like a couple days ago.
Oh,
Nice.
Charlie's Uncle Charlie's R&B cookout. Charlie Wilson, KC, Babyface, and El DeBarge.
Wow.
So when we first mentioned it, me and Ish was talking because he said Babyface was going to be the headliner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, Charlie's going to be the headliner.
It's called Charlie's Cookout. I said, you say what you want.
Host.
Babyface is on the grill. Just cook out all you want. Babyface is on the grill.
So I can confirm Charlie was the headliner.
Oh, okay.
My mom went. Your mom went as well, right? Had a blast.
It was nice.
My girl Asia went. A lot of people I know went.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my mom had a blast. She told me El DeBarge stole the show. Sang all of them under the rug.
Really?
Yeah, I heard you
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
Me and Ice, for the most part, got the exact same report.
Yep.
I heard El DeBarge is still him and sung everybody out of the arena. I heard that KC might need to lay off the dope for a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
because
say
his
as bad
voice
as he did.
sounded like he did dope longer than El DeBarge.
Looks like he did different drugs.
That's
I
crazy.
heard Babyface came out and
L was the original adopter of crack.
Oh, yeah. L was,
Nigga was smoking
L
crack.
was
They won.
He beta tested the crack.
that nigga is
That nigga was in the lab.
OG. What?
You beta tested the crack.
Yeah, nigga.
well, apparently
He had the good shit.
I'm about to say he had the good shit.
I'm sorry.
He's chilled out. He's chilled out
Sorry.
from the sound of his voice.
Yeah.
And congrats.
Or he's just the most talented dude on earth. But and I heard that Charlie Wilson thinks he closed it.
So it was Mr. Face. Mr. Edmonds.
And listen, I love Uncle Charlie like the next man.
Of course.
The report I got was he came out with a little attitude, telling the audience, "This is my cookout. I brought all these people here."
I don't care who comes out after me, but
Ain't nobody coming
Nobody
after
comes
me.
out after. But it's Babyface no matter where you put him in the show,
He going.
is a hard out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He could open, he could close, he could go before the closer, and if he so happens to go before the closer,
Crowd might get a little lighter.
You might get a little thin.
Not even that. Even if they don't,
You might need some Rogaine for the
even
crowd.
if the crowd, even if the crowd stay, it's just going to be a different.
They're at the
show.
bar.
So I heard that Charlie Wilson came out
with his light up
with
suit
an
on and
attitude, tight about some things, telling the people that he's responsible for all these motherfuckers being here.
Thank you.
And I attribute that to Babyface coming on right before him,
don't say.
tearing the house down.
Meek Mill's had a really nice bar. It is levels to this shit, fam. That Mr. Edmonds, and no disrespect to Charlie
Or
Charlie.
Anita.